Welcome to Freecircle-Fireside. I'm your host, Ed Waters, and I want to bring you insight that's right, truth with integrity, and the stories that matter the most to you. So, climb on in, buckle up, let's take a ride on the fireside. Let's chill and roll with it. Did you know you're living in bondage? When you're born into this world, you're just born into bondage. You're born into a world system that you automatically are forced to adhere to. Finding freedom out of that bondage is very hard. Once you understand there's an exodus that takes place out of bondage, you can understand there is a way out of this feeling of bondage. And I know we all suffer from it. Admit it or not. You know you don't like the strict bondage that is placed upon you. You're raised, you're put to work, and you die. Where's the freedom in that? Can you go just set up a tract of land and just be who you are freely without bothering anybody or having anybody bother you? Can't do it. No place on this earth can that happen right now. Yet we all congregate to these cities and we mass up and we start collusion and colluding. That's what bondage is. See, during the Exodus, to come out of it, you've got to figure a way to be free within it. I'm here to tell you that's Christ. That's Jesus Christ. He came to free you out of that bondage. You know, a lot has happened in this life, in my life. And as I grew and I got older, I went through periods of sadness, anger, confusion, and this world makes you feel that way. So you're automatically living in bondage when you're born into this world. It's a world of suffering. It's a world of hate and violence, cruelty. How do you come out of it? Through Christ. You find the love of Christ. And you understand this world is just a short time. You may live to be 70, 80, 90, into your hundreds. But relatively, that's a very short time. To exist on the earth for that short of time, when you see how long the earth has actually already been here, and how many people before us, Yes, we are born into bondage, but there's a freedom if you just find Christ. Because then you realize it's best said in Ephesians 6, you have to put on that full armor, and you have to realize we don't fight flesh and blood in this world. It's spirituality, wickedness in high places. There is going to be a wonderful world of freedom without bondage. And I hope you make it there. Have the patience of the saints. That's what it's about. Forgive those that trespass against you. They know not what they do. Even though you think, oh, they know exactly what they're doing. It may appear so, when reality is they know not what they do. That's what Jesus said. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Yes, bondage is everywhere, and you can find peace and tranquility in knowing there's a better tomorrow. We just have to be patient, love your neighbor, lift him up, help him. Love God with all your heart. You know, there's a lot of anger right now in the world, and it's gonna get worse. It's foretold. And you know, for the Bible just to be coincidence, I don't see it with all that's happened. Open your eyes. Be aware of what's happening. An exodus must take place. You have to come out of the way of the world. It's the hardest thing you'll ever have to do. But come out of her. Don't lust after the things of this world. Put your eye high in the sky and watch for the true Lord of Lords, King of Kings. When the King of Kings and Lord of Lords returns, that's when we'll find our serenity, our peace. But on this earth, you walk in it. You walk in Satan's world. Let your light shine. Go out there and face it with love, not anger and hatred, trying to compete for the biggest and the best. Lay it down freely. Give it away. What do you treasure most? Life or things? Jesus came so he could give you life more abundantly. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. For so whoever believes in him will have everlasting life. There's an exodus that has to take place in your life. Are you in the world? Are you of the world? Do you realize the sins of the world? I hope you do. Time will run out. I don't know the day, the hour, but the signs that have been foretold of long ago, yeah, I think they're coming to pass, and you'd better start thinking about it. You can believe the Bible is a myth, or you can believe it's true. That's free will. That's up to you. An exodus has to happen. Well, that's it for another Free Circle Fireside. Thank you for joining us. You can find us on the web at freecircle.website. You can join in on the live shows or leave a message and we'll get your voice out over the message. The call-in line is 971-533-7805. Join Free Circle, get your voice out, and thank you for joining the Fireside. Ed, Free Circle, out.